It's Friday, January 5th, 2024, and we are opening our bookstore. With the help of my wife, we decided to just go for it this week and have our grand opening today. And tomorrow, we'll be open as well. So Friday and Saturday. It is pretty early, about 7 a.m. I'm here dropping off some stuff, picking up some stuff to ship on eBay, and wanted to make this video, let you guys know we are opening. We have set this place up as best we can, and my wife got a bunch of stuff to make it look much nicer, like some plants, like a chair. She ordered a counter, which will not be here this weekend, but it will come in. We'll have a decent counter, and bringing in some books here to add to the store. And we tidied up, cleaned up, and it looks great. So we have, I've been in this space since 2020, November 2020, so it's been well over 3 years, but we haven't opened to the public. And all of these books, when I got the space, were here, and I have pulled out a lot of books there were way more books than there are right now. These were just piled with books here. Over here were piled with books, had crates and whatnot. And there was many more bookshelves in the middle, as you could see if you saw my older videos about the store. So we're excited, and also it's kind of a nervous energy. Excited to open because this has essentially been a storage unit for the last 3 years, which has been great in the sense of having a place to put all the stuff I've been selling. Individual items I've been selling, but the point was to open this to the public, reopen it, because this was a bookstore for 12 years before the pandemic closed everything in March of 2020. So this was open every day. I think they were open 6 days a week, and we were going to start out opening Friday and Saturday from 2 to 8, and see how it goes. I mean, they were here 12 years. They did not use, as far as we could tell, the internet at all to bring people in as a marketing tool. But nonetheless, they lasted. They built a reputation, and that's what it's about, getting to know people and having quality books, new stock, that kind of thing. So that's what we're striving for, is to be a part of the community, have this open 2 days a week to start, and keep ramping it up until we get to the point, ideally, to be open multiple days and getting lots of new stock in through donations and trades, putting up lots of great books that I come across, because I always come across lots and lots of books, as you know. And also what I'm doing, like I brought these comics from my other store, a bunch of Bart Simpson comics and some others. Just other, types of items that I haven't sold in my store or that I got in recently, and I want to add to this one. And so when I got my warehouse space, I didn't plan to get another location. It's just something that kind of fell in my lap, and decided to get the unit, to get the space, because it was so affordable. And because it was already stocked with books, because it was already a bookstore before, but things happened in a way that was very difficult to open it. Number one, it didn't look like this, so it looks totally fine and normal with all the paint job, and it was in rough shape when I got it, and it felt really overwhelming to fix it up. And it's still not completely done. We're still need to get our new signs, paint that outside wall. But by and large, the inside it looks great. It was red and black before, and it had all kinds of paintings on the walls, and it had rugs on the floor. So it's a lot better now. But I just wanted to share with you guys, because I do need to take off. That we're opening it, and I know of this series. I think this is video 5 about opening, buying a used bookstore and opening it. So if you're new to the channel or new to this series, welcome. We are located in the Arts Colony in what is considered downtown Pomona, which if you're in Southern California, you know where that is. If you're out of state, you will not know. Pomona is a really old city. holds the LA County Fair, amongst other things, in this area. This building is really old, over 100 years old, I believe. Hold on. So when you go outside, if you can hear me, traffic's picking up. This is across there, it says Arts Colony. On the other side is the Antique Row, which has all kinds of antique shops. They hold lots and lots of events down here. There's a pretty well-known concert venue right there called the Glass House. And across the street, you can't see it here, is a theater called the Fox Theater, which has been around a very long time, and they hold a lot of events there. Lots of restaurants. There's apartments above our space here, but we plan on getting a new sign to put up there, and we do have an open sign, which is really cool. Whoops, this is not going to work. There it is. So that will be on for the first time today, which was already here. Yeah, so there's a few more things to do. We're going to get our new counter. We're going to get signage to put outside. We're figuring out what to put on the windows. We might paint something on the wall that has to do with getting new books. We accept your donations, trades, that kind of thing. We are going to be training a new employee, which we really, really need to work out. So far, so good. And this is essentially the process of us opening this bookstore, and we're really thankful that I was able to acquire all of these books and plan on bringing in many, many new books. And our Instagram has really taken off with the help of downtown organization that helps business owners. So that's really helped. And we're hoping for a lot of people to come in today. Also, Saturday, there's a huge event happening. It happens twice a month, where they bring a bunch of vendors, lots of food, lots of other small business vendors that are selling all kinds of different wares and whatnot. And so this entire street that I showed you will be closed down. 2nd Street will be closed down, and people will be walking around, and there'll be all kinds of things going on. So that we'll throw our doors open. We have a sign that says books that points towards here, and hopefully we'll get lots of new people in, and we can start building this business, building relationships, and making it work. Because, bottom line, when it comes to business, guys, you need to, it's a fantasy for a lot of people, I'm sure, that might be watching this, or will come across this video, to own their own bookstore. And this is a used bookstore, not new books. I mean, we do occasionally get some new books, but used bookstore. And it might be a dream of many people's, but it is a business, and the numbers have to make sense. So you have to bring in enough money to pay for everything. And we are hiring somebody, so we have to make enough money to pay for the employee, and then on top of that, make enough to pay the rent and the utilities and all that stuff. So first of all, let's make enough money to pay the employee, and second of all, let's make enough money to pay for the space so they can entirely pay for itself. And then once we've achieved that, we can start thinking about bringing in profit. But of course, it doesn't work like that, in the sense of, we're going to make enough money the first month, to pay for all of that, or even just pay for the employee. It's something you just got to build on, which I know from my other location. Now, the huge benefit of this location is it is a traditional retail space. It is in a retail area. It is in an old area where a lot of people come. People live here as well in the community. And so it's kind of a cherished area for locals, and it brings in a lot of new customers, new people on the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well, with all the events going on. So that's what we're trying Friday and Saturday. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys apprised of how it's going, and if we are, if it's going to make sense financially, because it has to make sense financially, it has to make enough money. And that was one of the big reasons to open it. I know it took a while, but I put a lot of money into it, a lot of sweat equity, and a lot of time to set it up. And it's about that time. So yeah, it needs to make sense financially for sure. So that it pays for itself, because I've been essentially just floating this with everything else that I bring in from online sales and my other warehouse sale, or bookstore, which I have to pay for has to pay for this. So that will be really, I mean, when we get to the point of paying for this entire space on its own, I might have to have a little bit of a cry on that one, because that'll be amazing. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or just come and visit us if you're in the area, that'd be pretty awesome. 510 Books in the Arts Colony. Thanks, guys. See you next video. Take care.